Today I'm going to pair up my music with my storytelling and share something that I hope will help you in your choice of capos. I'm going to do a capo review and tell you a story about Christmas, about gifts. As a professional storyteller, this is one of my favorite stories to tell, and I think it has a real lesson. It certainly was a lesson in my life. As a guitar player, for many, many years. I'm 56 now, and I've been playing the guitar since I was 10 years old. I've used capos, and they're the $5 capos that are just a piece of plastic and a rubber band, an piece of elastic that strap around your guitar neck, and I used those. But I developed my own taste in capos, what I liked and what I preferred over the years, and I became a Shubb capo guy. I liked the Shubb capos, and that's what I used over the years. Well, 5 or 6 years ago, my son, Ethan, gave me for Christmas one year a capo. This nice Dunlop capo. And you know, it's not a Shubb capo, which is what I used fairly regularly at that time, but it's a Dunlop, and it's a nice capo. And I'm not a jerk. When he gave it to me, I said, "Thank you very much." I was very grateful. I was very gracious in receiving his gift. "Oh, look at that, a capo. Thank you so much." Well, that sounds like it could be the end of the story, but it's not. A year later, my daughter Lolly, who plays the guitar, wanted to practice some Christmas songs with me so that we could, when we got together with the family, we could play Christmas songs together, and we'd both play the guitar and sing. And as we were practicing, Lolly said, "Oh, hey, that I like the chord progression in that song, but it's a little low for me. Let's capo up." Now, as kids sometimes do, my daughter, in her guitar playing experience, had acquisitioned my Shubb capos, and they were now her capos, and I had never bought new Shubb capos to replace them. So Lolly took out this Shubb capo and capoed up, and she said, "Get your capo." And I paused to think, and she reached over impatiently and grabbed my guitar case and looked in the little box where you put picks and capos and things, and it wasn't there. She says, "It's not here." And so she says, "Oh, your electric guitar." So she reached over and grabbed my electric guitar, which was close by there, and opened it up and looked in the little box. No capo. And she turned to me and she said, "Dad, where's your capo?" And I was, with my eyes going back and forth, thinking and trying to remember where my capo was, and I jumped up and ran out of the room, and I went into my bedroom and searched through my sock drawer, and there at the back of my sock drawer was the Dunlop capo. And I came back, here it is, and my daughter Lolly looked at me sadly, and she said, "Oh, Dad, shame on you." And I was kind of surprised, and she said, "Ethan came to me last year, and he said, what can I give Dad that's guitar related that would mean something to him, that would be special to him, that would be useful to him?" And I told him, "Get him a nice capo." And so he went to a music store and asked them what would be a nice capo, and he bought that Dunlop capo for you. And it meant a lot to him to give you something that was guitar related. And she said, as a guitar player, that capo should be right in your guitar case, ready for use at any time. Shouldn't have been in your sock drawer. And I was really, she got me. I was guilty. She was right. This is a beautiful gift, and this is a very nice, perfectly functioning capo. And since that time, I use it daily. I use this guitar capo every single day. It's my main capo. And it works great, and I'm thankful for it. And I even sought out my son and told him. I'm sure he's heard this story, but I told him how much I appreciate this capo and what it means to me. And you know, that's what I learned from that experience, is that we hear that it's important to be a good gift giver, but it's also important to be a good gift receiver. When somebody makes the effort to give you a gift, a birthday gift, a Christmas gift, or a gift for no reason, do you receive it with graciousness? And that, as an old man, I learned that I needed some practice. And now I think of my son every time I use this capo. And it's, like I said, it's very nice. So here's my Dunlop capo. And like I say, I use it every day. And it's perfectly functional, and I love it very much. And it's my main capo. Okay, so as a guitar player, I always have more than one capo. And when I bought my Martin guitar, I wanted a capo that I could use when I performed that would stay on the guitar. And I was interested in the Shubb Fine Tune. Now, most capos are around $20. This one was $85. This is their flagship capo. And I thought I would splurge and get this capo for performing. It's really slender and delicate. Now here's what I like about it. It unlatches there, and I can put it, let's put it on the 5th fret, and then it latches down. Now what I like about it, it's got this nut on the back that you twist down to engage it. And I thought you would have to twist it really hard, but you don't. It just makes 2 or 3 light twists and it's engaged. So I mean, it's very nice. I mean, it works really good. It's not clamped on there really with a lot of pressure, so it's not making any marks on the back of the neck. And to move it, I just loosen it 2 or 3 turns, slide it down, let's say to the 3rd fret, and just a few turns. And it's perfectly on there, and it's really a great capo. I mean, you just fine workmanship, you can tell it's a great capo. And it's not like the typical Shubb capo, it's very different. But here's the cool thing about it. When I'm not using it, I loosen it and slide it over the nut, and there it sits, not hurting anything until I need it again. And I really enjoyed it. It's going to be my stage performing capo when I use this guitar. So the Shubb Fine Tune capo, my stage capo, and my Dunlop capo, my Christmas lesson capo. And that is my storytelling review of capos. Thanks very much.